Today is a beautiful day out here, and the sun is shining, and everything is blooming, and everything is just looking amazing and it's feeling amazing. Take advantage of this energy. Now, I know that there is some energy that is coming up that can be chaotic for some, and it can also be smooth sailing for some. So what I want y'all to do is pay attention to where you see Virgo within your chart, because I know that this Mercury retrograde is coming up, and it's also a lunar eclipse that's coming up in the sign of Virgo. So wherever you see Virgo, wherever you have Mercury at, pay attention to that sector of your chart, and I want you to take the time to sit down and be able to take a step through your mind to be able to see all the different things that are coming up right now that you need to revisit, and the things that you need to resolve as you come out of the Mercury retrograde once it is over. Now, it is starting on the 14th, but then it ends in April 9th. And during that time, that's when you can go into introspection. This is where you can take a deeper dive. Just like during the last Mercury retrograde at the close of 2024, and think about the things that you reflected on during that time. Now, you fast forward to this time, in this present moment, you think about what you learned from that time and the things that are coming up right now when you need to learn from this time. Now, it could very well be the same thing depending on what type of awareness you gained during that time, or it could be something different. Now, that is up to you and the discoveries that you make when you explore the realms of your mind. Now, innately, our mind is automatically chaotic, so we think about a whole bunch of different things. But what we have to remember during these times where we experience the chaos within our mind, we got to remember that, for one, we have a choice. We can choose whether or not to feed into these different thought patterns. We always have a choice. Don't ever make anybody think that you don't have a choice, whether it comes to the patterns of your way of thinking, you changing your mind, going in and doing some fine tuning, you doing the necessary work to be able to explore your mind and be able to expand your mind as well. Right now, also, you got to take into consideration the fact that Jupiter is in the sign of Gemini, and with Gemini, that's another sign that is ruled by Mercury. Now, there's an expansion with that Gemini energy, and you see it. One of the cues to that is you see what's going on with the politics, even though we're not going to feed too much into that, because that got something to do with the corporate side of what you call the government. But you should be governing yourself. You can look at those things, but don't not feed too much to it, because it has a lot to do with that corporation more than it has to do with you. Just pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities that come from these different things, because what is this showing you about yourself? Some of these things could very well be distractions for people. So do you need to fully be putting your attention to it? Absolutely not. Focus the attention on the things that's going to help you to grow and help you to evolve and help you to be able to elevate within your being. And then you'll start to see a difference as time progresses. Now, you bring yourself back that awareness that you obtain for all of these different times, these different check-ins, from Mercury retrograde, from any retrograde, to be honest. You look at the planet, you learn the planet. You see what attributes these planets have. Planets have an effect on you. They're not doing anything to you, but rather revealing something that you were unaware of from the get-go. Now, I know that it's a lot of things when it come down to learning astrology. It's a lot of things when it come down to learning about these planetary bodies. It's a lot of things when it come down to you working with your energy in general, especially if you're not used to it. We are always learning our energy on a day-to-day basis and how we can use it and exercise it in ways that can benefit us in our day-to-day reality. Not just for ourselves, but also the people that's in our reality. If you have family, if you have friends, if you have these social circles, a community outside of the family that you have at home. If you are in the world and you are in your purpose and you operating in it, depending on whatever realm that looks like for you, take all of these different things to consideration, because it always come back to you. Your outer world is an outward expression of your inner world and the things that you have within yourself, but it's showing you outwardly because it's drawing you back to you. It's a magnetism. People will show you aspects of yourself that you either need to face or you can expand on. It's all up to you, and it's based on your awareness, what you need to do with all of these different things that you learn on a day-to-day basis, because Earth is school. That is the first school that you became a part of. When you came into this realm, this is school. You are learning about yourself. You're learning how to rise back into your power. You are learning how to rise in your purpose. You are learning how to operate in your purpose. You are learning how to grow within your being. You're learning how to change the ways that you've brought with you from past lives, or if you know of that. Some people might not be there yet, and that's okay, because everybody's awareness come at different points of times, and that is okay. Have grace, pace yourself, be patient with yourself. This is not a rush. Life is not a rush, and don't ever put yourself in a situation where you have to rush to make any decisions in your life, because it's ultimately up to you at the end of the day, not nobody else. It affects you, and then it also affects other people as well, depending on how your dynamic is with these people. Now, with all of these things that I said, take what resonates and what don't. Just let it fly. Let it float away. You know what you need to do ultimately at the end of the day. Just continue to gain awareness of everything that is within your life, that is going on a day-to-day basis, and you implement change where you see fit. And that's how you experience the growth. For people that are going through their healing journey, take your time. You will get there. This is not something that you rush, but rather take your time so you can have an understanding of what it is that you are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. This is not a rush. Take your time. Be patient with yourself and watch yourself just grow and bloom. A tree didn't grow overnight. This land wasn't built overnight. All of the things that you see around you that at one point in time started from just ground, it did not grow overnight. It took time, and it takes time for you to be able to grow and evolve within your being. That way you can implement your energy where you see fit, and you can continue to expand on that in all the ways in which you see fit for yourself. I love y'all. I'm thankful and grateful for y'all. Have an amazing, beautiful, abundant, and prosperous rest of y'all Mercury cycle.